Morning, everybody. So I was just having one of my talks to myself, and it's kind of like one that's like a repeat message to myself. And I just figured it'd be a pretty good video. Now I've referenced it before, where I've called myself a king and a god. Lowercase g God, a god. And I really do think about like if I wanted to tell people this type of stuff, and people will probably look at me like I'm crazy. Who are you to call yourself a king, a god? Where's your castle if you're a god? It's like, but my thing is, people will look at me like I'm crazy by calling myself something so high and like really trying my best to embody it. Why don't you? You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they hate on people's success and all that type of stuff. Cool, but why don't you just get what they have? Why can't you go out and get it? You know, like it was a Neville speech. I can't remember if it was his dream, his vision, or somebody else's. But basically, he was like leading like a whole like train of people towards heaven, if you will, in the vision. And someone that was walking with him asked, like, they asked like pretty much God, or asked someone around them, like, yo, who is this? Like, who's this Neville guy? And then like I guess the voice of God answered the woman saying, this is God in the act of awakening. And I feel like we are all that, because it said that God laid himself down in all of us to dream the dream of life. So I'm just like, okay, cool, we got that. you know and now it's like it's a strange world now, where even though there's all these billions of Christians in the world, no one wants to claim their divinity. It's pretty much like winning the lottery and not claiming the ticket. It's just like, oh, I won, I'm just gonna leave that there. Why wouldn't you go cash that in? This is something, the lottery came after our divinity. We were born with our divinity. We were born with these powers, this is like dropping it down, like this self-esteem, this charisma. We were born with it. What kid that's going around playing around had, anxiety? What kid had fear, depression, all that type of stuff? No. I don't care what situation you're born in. If you have a rotten potato in the corner, you will play with that potato if you're a kid. Everything is open to you. Everything is available to you. And that's what it feels like to be in this godly state. A lot of people say, yes, I'm a, like for the women that watch my channel, it's like, oh, yes, I'm a goddess. No, you're not. You're a god. We're all gods, actresses. Why is there that distinction? That's something that us little humans do. Like, oh, everything has to have a race. Everything has to have a gender. It's like, but why? And I'm not saying like, there's not many. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you talking about these high levels. You think dimensions, like 20th dimensions, billionth dimension, whatever's up there, we don't know. But whatever's up there, you think they really care about men and women? No, it's the masculine and feminine energy. Just because I'm a man doesn't mean I don't have feminine energy. That's what the yin and yang talks about. It's all balance. There's duality. There's that part in all of us. Is it represented more in a certain aspect than others? Of course. That's what makes us one or the other. In my opinion, I could be wrong on that. But what I want to just get through to people is we're all gods. Like, once again, I'm not super biblical. I can't like quote the Bible, James 3:45. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I just know specific ones that just help me in my case, in my journey. It's like, like when basically God's like pretty much describing himself. And it's like, like I create all blah blah blah, I wound and I heal, I kill and I make alive, all that type of stuff. But think about it, right? It's like I kill and I make alive. Can't we as humans kill and make alive, aka give birth? Can't we hurt someone and heal them? And if you want to take it even more literally, can't I wound, aka I hurt myself, I cut and I heal over it? These all sound like things that God's talking about, and I can do them on a, of course, on a lighter level. But, if we consider God the Father, that God's the Father, then doesn't it says, no, call no man on earth your father, aka only big man upstairs or inside, what I mean. But I just use that as the universal, like the big man upstairs is the father. So if you try to be as close to God as you can as a little earthling, you're going to exceed people that are just sitting there wallowing like, So all I'm trying to say is to everyone, claim your divinity. Claim it. I understand, like, if you don't want to look like you crazy, but hey, how you doing? I'm a god. How you doing? How you doing? But it's at the same time, why not? We have people walking around and say, hey, king, what's going on? And it's like, it sounds forced to me in that way. That's just my personal opinion. But when you claim that divinity and you just walk around with that energy, once again, like I teach in all of my other things, your energy is going to create everything for you. I hate when I see, especially the people in my life, still struggling with stuff. I hate when I see the people struggling with emotions, all these things that are keeping them from the big T truth, the big truth, the unchanging truth that we are bigger than humans. I think everyone can almost agree on that at this point. We're bigger than just humans. I know there's people that just say we're just biological meat sacks and when we die, that's it. Well, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. But most of the spiritual community believe there's something else besides just us being little humans down here. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when I see people that are supposed to be living on heaven on earth living in their own hell. People that are having, issues with their past that they just think they let go and they're not. These are the things that are weighing you down. As you're trying to ascend, these bad emotions are what's weighing you down. These are things that are keeping you from your ascension. Oh, I don't have a problem with him or her. But yet, if you bring their name up, your heart rate rises. You get that high blood pressure. You know what I mean? Like it's like you have to understand these emotions are the things that keep us down. These negative emotions, these heavy emotions, are what keep us from ascension. You need to do this shadow work. You need to bring up all these things because people think suppressing things is what is what you're supposed to do. Like I had a video. Or I think it was my video yesterday where I talked about how it was putting me on my path and with working with Moldavite, it put me on my path even more. I was kind of already starting to walk on it, but it said, hey, you got to figure these two things out. And I put in the video that it was my, me feeling trapped in corporate America. And I put a sign, I felt like it's a sign that I'm about to ascend from that. And then it was you got to talk to somebody from your past. And I did reach out to this person and I really do hope they watch these videos and take them in and be like, wow, he really changed. You know what I'm saying? Because it's this is what I'm trying to teach you. And this is what I'm trying to teach everybody else. And I want everyone that's especially close to me, all the people in my life to get on this bandwagon. It's I was born into this family for a reason. They'll listen to me more than a random person. So I got to talk to you, people that have been, the loved ones of my life, friends, relationships. I want to help you all, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel that if I'm going to try to copy God, I'm trying to spread love. I'm trying to spread love, compassion, and caring throughout this world. That's what I'm doing. That's my God. My God is an all-loving God. I don't care what nobody says, So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to copy big man upstairs and bring that down to here, That's my goal. I don't know. That's how I feel like I'm claiming my divinity by doing what big guy upstairs is doing, and that's just what I want people to understand. Claim your divinity, change your life. You go from living in hell and all this stuff and you're worrying about X, Y, Z and you're having all these negative emotions about somebody and you think you're done with them, but then you can just ascend, let that go, love thy neighbor, all that type of stuff that the Bible teaches, Christianity teaches, and start to live on the heaven on earth. We're all gods. We're all divine beings. I've said this many times, but I'm going to keep on saying it just until eventually it sticks with more than one person. So that's just it. My little hype up. We're all divine. We're all gods. Till next time.